Do you have out of control emotions, anxiety, fear, worry? Do you also feel you can't separate your own emotions from other people's emotions? Hi, I'm Tori Quisling. I've been a clairvoyant therapist and now hypnotherapist with RTT for over 36 years. And I help clients find their truth and transform their lives quickly. Let me tell you what's going on when you have overwhelming emotions or you feel you separate your own emotions from other people's emotions. When you were a child, this was necessary. You were suggestible. You were tuned in not only to the words and images your parents gave you, like about a hot stove and getting burned, but you were also tuned in to the emotions of the adults around you. In fact, more so. And so, as a little child in your little body, you would sense anger and worry and fear from your parent, and you would be tuned into that. And it was for safety, because if they just said, look out for the hot stove, you wouldn't really listen. But if they said, look out for the hot stove, you'll get burned, you're going to listen. So emotions are your way of staying safe when you were a child and tuning into the emotions of the adults around you. It's just what you had to do to stay safe. And you weren't enough. You could not respond. You had no responsibility. The parents did. The adults around you did. So you took on these emotions. Now, maybe the adults around you weren't necessarily regulated in their emotions or in control, but you still took on these emotions. And so now, as an adult, you find you're at work, you're in a relationship, you're just on the subway, and you're feeling some emotions. They're out of control. You're not even sure if they're yours. They just feel out of control and they're making your life miserable. So let me give you 3 ways that you can stop these out of control emotions and feel like you can take control of the emotions. And I'll give you some examples of how to do it as well. So what you want to do the minute you have an overwhelming emotion, an emotion where you're worried, you're anxious, you have fear, you know you're an adult. And so you know you're capable and resourceful, but you're still feeling helpless in these emotions. The first thing you do is you separate and not claim the emotion. You say the worry, the anxiety. I hear my clients all the time say my anxiety, my worry. From now on, it's the worry, the anxiety. And you separate from the feeling. It's not yours. It's not mine. Get curious. Once you separate from it, not claim it, then you say, I wonder where this came from. Is it somebody that I'm talking to right now? Is it someone at work? Is it someone I'm in a relationship with that has these feelings of worry or fear? Is it something that I've had for a long time? We call those familiar emotions from the family. And at least you can identify it and know all the time that it's not yours. The minute it's not your emotion, you're fine. You have control over it. And so let me give you an example. I was asked to be in a radio show. And so I was in a radio booth and they asked me to sit down in the chair. And when I sat down in the chair, I'm excited to do the interview. And my stomach hurt the minute I sat in the chair. And I felt sick to my stomach and nervous. I was wondering where this came from. And then I remembered, oh, yeah, I'm an adult. And this is an emotion that has nothing to do with me. So I asked the radio interviewer, I said, who was sitting in this chair? Because whoever was sitting in this chair left behind some stomach pain. I said, there's a feeling of a bad stomach in this chair. It's not mine because I'm excited to do the show. I don't have a bad feeling. This is not mine. And so they said, well, I don't know. And the interviewer herself, she thought, I felt something in my stomach too, she said. So we got a hold of the guy that was in there before me. And it turns out he thought he had left his pill packs behind because he had a stomach ulcer. He was on medication for a bad stomach. So isn't that amazing? We can actually take on the emotions of a stranger when they're either with us or they just left it behind. And so that's how much we can be sensitive to other people's emotions, which comes from childhood as a safety thing. But as an adult, we want to grow up and we want to say, I have my own emotions. And if there's any emotion that's out of control or doesn't feel good, don't claim it. It's not mine. And so I felt better. The radio interviewer felt better. we didn't take it on as our emotion. So that's 3 ways to manage. When you're feeling an overwhelming emotion, you want to first say, the feeling, the worry, the anxiety. Then you want to say, I'm curious, whose is this? Is it someone I know, someone I'm connected to right now? Or have I had it a long time? Oh, it's from the family. We call it familiar. Okay. So we want to make that feeling unfamiliar, right? We don't want to have it anymore. And if you'd like more assistance, usually going into the subconscious mind through hypnotherapy and getting the root cause of that emotion from childhood, that's something I can definitely help you with. So if you'd like to know more, you can go to my website, toriquisling.com, and you can get a free clarity session with me on Zoom. And I look forward to meeting you.